real leaders in our lives, and it has always gone left. We've never let an unaccountable person come in and they've not done unaccountable shit at some point. So that's the moral of the story. When you start doing your neural reps, when you start making sure that you're doing everything you need to do, they need to bring their 86 billion neurons with them too. There's no more borrowing our neural pathways. So if they completely stop doing the work daily, get them out, what, like in baseball, you're out of there. Do not give them three strikes. Tell them from the giddy up, you need to be working on your neural reps just like me, or you can go. Because they're going to subtract from you. They're going to take away, and you will find yourselves trying to do your shit and their shit too, and be the best. You're not going to be able to do that. That's what actually took place. Nola, do you have anything else to say before I start asking for everyday flex? Okay, so now you have a perfect example of how you, and if you do it, to Nola's point, they will dismantle it and not think anything of it because they didn't have to do the work. They didn't have to send an email. They didn't have to understand route trees. They didn't have to go watch documentaries. They didn't have to do it. All they was instructions. So they thought it was just instructions that
Well,
just happened to work. They didn't understand that it was a sap instead of a dap. Go ahead, Nola.
well, and part of it is the thing is when you keep fixing people's fuck ups, they keep giving you more fuck ups to fix. And
Yes,
so part of it is I ended up pulling the safety net. So part of it things people were okay in the past with messing things up because it'd be like, oh, she'll fix it. I'm not fixing it this time or ever again. So find somebody else.
but they
That makes
won't be
sense.
able to.
That makes sense. People need to be already and know how to climb the stairs, right? And so we're starting with real leadership. Like, hey, you need to be a real leader first,
Or
and then
get
you
the
go
fuck
from
on.
there. Yeah.
And
Well, because
it's
I had to become a real leader to be able to do any of the things that I'm doing well.
right. Exactly. And so that's why I said I don't care if she's my offspring. You stop being a real leader, you can kick fucking rocks because I ain't got time for it. So a similar thing happened with my sister. She dismantled everything that I did. It's no longer on the internet or anything else. And that's what we were assessing yesterday is that when you don't have to build it, you have no problem tearing it down. You have when you don't have to take the stairs and you keep taking the elevator, you're not tired by the time you get to the top. You're just up there, the doors open, you go, "Ooh, look at all my successes. Look at everything." Because they don't know what took how many flights of stairs that she had to climb in order for that to happen. Because they just kept getting on the elevator and going to the next floor, and going to the next floor, and going to the next floor. And now they are in the fucking basement trying to figure out how to get back up to the top floor, but they don't understand that they got to take the stairs because the elevator is never, they're never. And then what Nola said, because I'm like, they done went and got all this and all this stuff. And what she said was, it's harder to be a has been than a never was. It's harder to, because now you've fallen and now you know what that feels like and you can't get back to it. You can't. My sister will never be in a room with another A-list celebrity, award winning, Academy Award winning, Oscar. It's never going. It hasn't happened in 12 years. It ain't gonna happen. And that's fucking with her. That's part of the reason why she deleted everything because now she can't say, "Oh, I did this," because people are like, "Oh, introduce me to Piers Morgan. How you get in the room with Diane von Furstenberg?" So none of that stuff is going to take place. So in summary, you have to hold yourself personally accountable. You got to set, maintain high standards, do the 10 that I told you to do, and you got to do the neural reps. And the stronger your prefrontal cortex gets, the more emotionally regulated you become, the less tolerance you have for emotional dysregulation. Jerry said, personal accountability for yourself and others. Got it. Regina said, no understanding or appreciation for all the behind the scenes efforts and the sweat equity. Right. Because it was handed to them. And so that's what I'm saying. For any time you start doing the work for somebody else, they aren't going to appreciate it. They might say thank you, but until you actually got to do it, until they actually have to do it themselves, that's where the appreciation comes from. You only want stair people in your life, people that will take the stairs because they know what it's going to take to get to the top. So to close everything out, what was your everyday flex yesterday? What was your brain conversation yesterday? What did you learn today? And what did you learn about yourself?
My
Everyday flex.
my everyday flex was actually cutting off the relationship, like in all facets, capacities, physically, internet wise, and everything. My brain conversation actually was with chat. And what parts of the brain people use for deceit? It's actually the logical parts, PFC, ACC, all those types of things. I was surprised because I was thinking people were emotional, but you're actually super logical to be able to lie and all those types of things. Did not know that. Um, Also,